You are in the study of the silent kings. Take a seat, clear your mind, and listen closely. Most men talk about balance as if it is the ultimate prize: work-life balance, gym and social balance, family and ambition balance. It sounds wise, it sounds mature, but if you are not careful, balance becomes the reason you never move. Think about how your life actually feels over time. You have seasons where everything grows fast, seasons where things feel flat, and seasons where things break down. You rise, you plateau, you dip, you rise again. It moves in cycles, not straight lines. Yet when men ask for advice, they often ask the same question: how do I balance the gym, my job, my studies, my business, my family, my side projects, my goals? What they really want is a way to give everything equal attention and still get exceptional results in one area. It does not work like that. If you give everything equal weight, especially at the start, you usually end up stuck. You feel busy, but not transformed. Imagine your life as a line moving across a page. When nothing really changes, it drifts sideways. That is the feeling of balance most people settle for. You are doing enough to maintain, but not enough to break through. You get up, you go through your day, you try to touch a bit of everything. A little bit of work, a little bit of training, a little bit of this idea, a little bit of that idea. You are active, but your life is not really expanding. You are maintaining a pattern. Real progress usually comes from controlled imbalance, from choosing one main area that gets most of your energy, while the others are cared for, but not equally fed. This is what you see in high performers, especially in physical pursuits. The dedicated athlete is not balanced in the way self-help posts describe it. He lives, eats, sleeps, and breathes his craft. Everything else fits around that. He will still see his family, still handle his responsibilities, but his schedule is not a democracy. One priority sits at the top and everything else is arranged in support of it. He does that for a season because he knows his time window is short. Your life might not be under the same physical time pressure, but the principle still applies. If you want to achieve something you have never had, you cannot behave like a man trying to keep everything perfectly even. This does not mean you abandon your health, your loved ones, or your responsibilities. It means you stop pretending that you can grow 10 things at maximum speed at the same time. At different stages of your life, different things will sit at the top. Maybe right now, your main focus has to be income, getting your finances stable, building a business, fixing your career. You still train, you still spend time with people you care about, you still learn, but the bulk of your energy is going into cash flow. Later, once that foundation is built, you might shift the imbalance. You might step back from constant hustle, delegate more, move to work that requires fewer hours. Now you can tilt more of your focus toward your craft, your body, your relationships, your inner life. If you are not clear on which season you're in, you will feel guilty no matter what you do. When you work, you feel bad for not resting more. When you rest, you feel bad for not working more. Balance becomes a story you tell yourself so you can sit in between and never commit. A better way is this. Choose one primary mission for this stage of your life. Give it the majority of your mental energy. Then decide the minimum standard you will not drop in the other areas: health, family, basic growth. For example, if this year is about building your income, your days might be heavily weighted towards work. But you still train at least a bit. You still eat like a man who respects his body. You still show up for your people in a real way. You are not balanced, but you are not reckless either. Over time, your life starts to look like a staircase. You push hard in one area, you jump up a level, then you stabilize. From there, you prepare for the next push, sometimes in a different direction. That stabilizing period is what real balance is. Not a vague goal at the beginning, but a reward after focused effort. You sprint, then you walk, you grow, then you hold the ground you gained. This is why some men say, "I feel like the more I know, the more I realize I do not know." That is what it feels like when you leave one level, push into the next, then pause long enough to actually understand where you are. You can do this across years. Maybe in your early years, you lean heavily into skill and income. You accept that social life, comfort, and even some freedom take a back seat. Later, once you have become valuable and built a base, you can lean into family, deeper relationships, contribution, without the constant weight of survival on your back. The important thing is that you are not trying to do all of that at maximum volume at the same time. If you try, you often end up with permanent almost in every area. Almost fit, almost stable, almost skilled, almost close to the people you love. So when you catch yourself chasing balance, ask what you really mean. Do you mean, I want peace after earning it? Or do you mean, I want to feel comfortable while still pretending I am aiming high? If you want growth, embrace controlled imbalance for a season. Pick your main mission, protect your non-negotiables, and accept that something has to get less attention for a while. If you want long-term peace, plan your life so that the imbalance leads somewhere. Stage your focus. Year by year, build a life that does not require you to sprint forever. Balance is not the starting point. Balance is the level you reach after enough focused seasons of building yourself. The world is loud, kings are not. Subscribe, return tomorrow, and keep sharpening your mind. Share this with one man who is stuck chasing balance instead of building momentum.